Hi everyone, Aldbar here. This is my solo walkthrough and guide to the level 3 heroic quest, Heart of the Problem, on the Elite difficulty. Enjoy. Hi everyone, Warjack here. This quest is located inside of the Gatekeepers Grove, and the entrance to the quest itself is going to be out in the wilderness of the Cerulean Hills. This is relatively new content, meaning that it is much tougher than other quests have the same level. So there is some parts in this quest who can be very challenging, especially on Elite or even Reaper. So keep in mind that if you're doing this for the first time, relatively speaking, you will probably run into things who can completely flatten you. So probably should be prepared for them.
The old mine here has long since collapsed. Someone must have dug one too many times.
Just like all of the quests in the Gatekeepers Groove quest chain, you'll have these visions you can click on. You can stop and see the story that they tell. In this case, it is not required. You do not get extra XP for clicking on them.
You've arrived at the main shaft of the abandoned mine. Security constructs shuffle around nearby, still active long after the miners left. A note placed above the lever reads, "Entry to Mine 2A is forbidden due to collapsed floor, dangerous terrain, and hostile creatures."
There are two ways to get to the end of this quest. This way is a one-way path. If we would like the objective of clearing out all of the tunnels, we'll have to go the other way first.
A hastily scrawled note at the beginning of this journal orders the mine's closure due to the release of some kind of hostile creature. Surely you'd be doing everyone a favor if you cleared out the dangers from this dusty old mine. A hastily scrawled note at the beginning of this journal orders the mine's closure due to the release of some kind of hostile creature. Surely you'd be doing everyone a favor if you cleared out the dangers from this dusty old mine.
Clearing out the monsters in these passageways is part of the optional objective. We've got a locked door that needs to be opened by getting the green crystal. Both main paths will lead to the same part of the quest right before the end. The problem is, the doors in this path can only be opened from this side, so you won't be able to backtrack through them unless you've opened them first from this side. That's why we're taking this path first. If you just want to go quickly to the end, you take the other path.
Look like they've been partially eaten. Spiders certainly wouldn't do that. There must be something else around here. Something with a taste for metal.
We've got again another door that is locked with a red crystal.
Several clay golems stand idle in this Mage Rites workshop, waiting to be reactivated. They would be difficult to fight, though it might also be argued that it's better for you to deal with them now, before someone less
These golems are
prepared comes
optional. You
along.
do not have to mess with them. Here it tells you the instructions of... First of all, it tells you what their abilities are, and then the instructions to activate. Reading the note will put it inside of my chat box. So I'm going to go to General. I can see the message. Basically, it tells you, say, activate. So you can just do copy paste into the chat box and, well, activate. Clay golems have a ability to give you a curse that prevents you from healing, so make sure you've got remove curse, just in case they hit you. This will conclude this part of the path. If we would have taken the other path, we would have ended up right across at that metal gate. Right over here is the exit from the other path.
A sheet of flames blocks the way down. You spot a fire elemental pacing frantically.
Okay, now we're going to go back and
There
go
must
through
be
the other
some other
direction.
way down.
You should be able to see now why, if you would have gone first through the fiery path, you wouldn't be able to come and backtrack. There's no way to get back up through the hole that we're about to make, and you wouldn't be able to open up those locked doors from the other side. Mind you, this path is much faster, but you must have some kind of fire resistance and fire absorption, especially at low
The
levels.
rotting wood snaps as you step on it, dropping you into the fiery pit below. You don't see any way to get back, so forward is the only option.
Alternatively, you can defeat these guys by just having evasion, but you better have a good reflex save to go with that evasion. As I mentioned already before, these quests are a bit challenging and you can get toasted pretty fast. So for me, I just crafted a fire resistance and fire absorption ring for level 5. It's super cheap. It's like string of prayer beads and wooden idols, stuff that everybody has, so there's no reason why you shouldn't just craft one. It's a good item to have at these low levels anyways. And that's it. You can see this path is super short. It brings you to a shrine. Speaking of which, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, and that's it. We're back to this place. And we've cleared old passageways.
A nearby Canith crystal hums with magical energy. It's connected to a barrier that blocks the path forward.
Any skill check is good.
Barrier fades,
If you can't,
and
you'll
a
have to
wave of
attack it, and
searing
you'll have
heat
3 waves
buffets
of
your face.
monsters to
An
fight.
ancient magma brute lumbers about in the large chamber ahead.
This is it. This is the final showdown against this big magma or elemental, whatever he's called. Also, here's the final vision. But as I said before, you don't get any XP for pulling the visions in this quest, so it's only for the story if you want to see it.
The rumble of the brute ends, leaving only the sound of its magma flowing into the pools below. You bend over and pick up a brightly pulsing
Yeah,
chunk
so
of a
that's it.
creature.
Short and
The
simple.
heart of an ancient
Short and simple.
magma.
Keeping in mind you've got
Something
some kind of
old yet
fire
new
resistance.
that Capstone was
This
sent
is
here to
probably
collect.
the fastest quest out of all the Gatekeeper Grove quests. You just run in, jump down to the right, take the fire path, go through the crystal and kill the magma brute, and that's it. Quest is done. So, super fast. And also pretty easy. Again, assuming you've got some way to deal with the fire. Yep. If I can get some way out of this quest, that'll be very nice. I don't know what's happening with the finish and the logout. Let's hope it works this time. But, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, this quest is done. So, as always, if you've benefited from this guide, or if you've just enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for watching. And, well, hope to see you in a different video. Bye.